Today's kind of a cool day. A friend of mine, an actress friend of mine, is coming into town, and so I thought it would be fun to do a bunch of photo shoots with her and show you kind of how we created them, what we used, the settings. So yeah, let's go get her. Here's my thought. I always have trouble finding videos that show the behind the scenes necessarily. Like, they show the final photo and they show the end product, but they don't show the how, like what products they use, what settings they use. I mean, you can find them here and there, but not all the way. So, and what I'm going to show in this one is like our behind the scenes, our what we did, and hopefully all the photos come out good, because otherwise this will be no good at all. So we're gonna just go over each product we use, the settings I use, some of the editing, probably not much of the editing, but a little bit just to show you what happened. We'll go over raw images and we'll go from there, and just that way you can see everything from behind and then you can recreate them as you need. I think that's kind of what we're gonna do in this video, hopefully. But first I gotta go pick up my friend. So we're gonna go to the airport now.
I know.
I didn't know that.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's go eat.
Okay.
Yes.
Really good. I don't think I've ever heard you say that about Chipotle.
Carne asada just changed the game.
Really good.
We're out here for the first shoot. The primary thing that you want to look for is a good location with good lighting. I have a strobe, but I'm not gonna try and use it. I'm gonna try and use all natural lighting and a bounce, which I have here. It's a 5-in-1. The items that we're using for these shoots, I got all on Amazon, and I'll link them all in the description. The first one, this one is just a clear umbrella, super simple, but it's deep. So we're gonna take the smoke, which I got from Peacock Smoke. Again, I'll link all of this in the description. This is my lovely model Emma, which I picked up from the airport yesterday. You know, it's the website mailinmodel.com. No. Just kidding. She's an actress and model from LA, came to visit to do a bunch of photo shoots. So we're gonna get started. Again, I'm not gonna go over the location as many times, just simply because of timing, but I will go through the items. I'm shooting with the Canon R5. Currently I'm using a 15-35 lens. I probably will switch to the 50 or 7200 at one point, but I'll let you know when I do that. All right, let's get started. All right, we decided to move locations because the light was too harsh on her face and I couldn't get it with the bounce, couldn't clean it up without getting a shadow for the photo that I wanted, so we're moving to a different spot. So the first one we did, the smoke kind of escaped and we didn't get into position fast enough, so what we did was we got some masking tape, we taped the smoke bomb to the top of the umbrella, and then we're going to let it fill up in there, make sure it doesn't melt the umbrella and just then kill our model. And if everything is good, then we'll take the picture. This one, I wanted to shoot down the creek. So what I used is a 7200, I think at about 100 millimeters, but I'll put the specs and the settings that I use on each one of these photos. Did not use any unnatural light. I'm using all natural light so far. Haven't had the need for it. So let's get into the next photo and see what happens. So we have no tub where we live. So to do a milk bath, we had to get a tub and fill it up. But we had to fill it up with water if we wanted to do warm water, so we had to fill it with the hose way over there. Jacob and I are carrying it through the creek, which you're probably seeing a lot of B-roll of that right now, to right here, so we can do 3 photos. All right. Oh. Right here. Okay, so a couple of issues with the milk bath. All of the things were falling and not floating, so we kind of improvised, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, there's some footage that you won't see, but the pictures are gonna be phenomenal. She's still in, she's enjoying it. It's a sensory deprivation. She says it feels very good. It's like a spa thing. We're out here next to the creek. I'm actually standing in the creek right now, so I'm gonna go continue, do it the last of the shots. Yeah. A couple things on the milk bath. One thing I mentioned earlier, all of the stuff that we were using was syncing, so it made it a little difficult to do the kind of idea that I wanted. So the pictures went a little differently, which is another point of when you're taking photos. If something isn't going the way it is, that doesn't mean it can't be a success. You just simply redesign the shoot and do a different angle or a different style, and you can still get a beautiful shoot. Now right now we're in the studio, my makeshift studio as it is. a sheet, some lights. We will be using 2 soft boxes on this one. I will link them in the description, and we will be using gum, which I got on Amazon. And this will be a quick shoot. We're gonna do 1 indoor, 1 outdoor, a little bit of fun. I'm not sure how much behind the scenes footage there is going to be. I'm gonna set this camera up and kind of time lapse it, but if you have any questions, you can ask on this shoot in the bottom in the comments, but let's get started. Oh, geez, I'm so tall. Hang on, guys. There we go. Okay, so we finished the bubble gum, and it was very interesting. Had some bubble technical difficulties. I hope you like the pictures. I showed them just previously. Now we are gonna do one with Orbeez. These things are freaking crazy. I don't know if you can see them. I can't really show you because, well, they will all fall out. But they look like that. Okay, you can't see. Hang on, let me get out of the frame here. Okay, okay. Okay, anyways, it didn't work. So we're gonna do these. Got these on Amazon. They were, don't even know how much, so link them below. But we're gonna do the shoot, and hopefully it goes according to plan and not too messy. Now that Orbeez is done, it was a mess. They bounce, they go everywhere. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you ever do Orbeez, do it in like a big old plastic tub. It was crazy. All right, so the next one, we're doing glitter. So come here.
Even more of a mess.
Even more of a mess, but they don't bounce. So you can look at her. She is covered in glitter. It's gonna be fantastic. We're actually gonna do a couple shoot. I got glitter, again, from Amazon. I'll link it below. She did all of her own makeup. I would have botched that completely. It would have been awful. So we're gonna do this shoot, and I'll show you the results when we're done. Oh, I forgot to mention, we're doing a couple shoot.
No, you said that.
I'll see you when we're done. I did forget to mention on this shoot, I'm using 2 soft boxes and a Godox AD200. So I am using 3 light setup on this one with just a black sheet backdrop. The background will be completely obsolete just because it's black, it'll disappear. And the lights are used to light the back to give separation, and the Godox to the speed light to light them. Before we get into the details and a little bit of notes on this video, I wanted to ask you guys if you liked the video so far to give it a like and also subscribe, because I do videos like this every Monday at 7 p.m. But let's get into the notes, because there was a few things I wish I would have known going into this that hopefully you can have some smoother photo shoots when you try these out. We have now finished doing all of the shoots. I've actually finished editing several of them, as you saw in this video earlier. First one is the smoke. I did mention that when we tried to fill the umbrella with smoke, it just kind of escaped. So what we did was we taped the smoke grenade to the wire part of the umbrella. Now what that did was it actually melted part of the umbrella, so make sure that you point it in a safe direction, not towards the model or towards the umbrella, because it might melt and drip on her. You do not want that. The other thing is make sure that your model can hold their breath, because you don't want them breathing in that smoke and that they're not allergic to any of the smoke or don't mind smelling like smoke afterwards, because that will happen. Important thing here is model safety, because yes, creating these incredible photos is a lot of fun, but you want to make sure that the model is safe and won't get harmed or hurt or something. Sometimes some photographers can get a little overzealous, and make sure your model is comfortable and feels safe doing the project that you want to do. The next thing is on the milk bath. I mentioned all of my items. I had a bunch of fake flowers. I even tried real flowers and leaves and stuff. They all sank. Now I'm not sure why that was. It might have been because the tub was smaller than a normal tub. So if you have done a milk bath, please let me know in the comments what you found was successful, because that's why I don't have any of those awesome top-down shots. And that was one of the main reasons I wanted to create a milk bath, was to get those really artistic top-down shots. I love them. However, because it didn't work, we reconfigured the photo shoot and got some really great photos that are a little bit more unique for milk baths, so you can let me know what you thought about those. But that's one thing to remember, is if a photo shoot isn't going the way you planned it, you can always still create a really pretty and aesthetic photo. You just have to kind of rethink it and plan out something slightly different, but I know you can do it. Just as a note, I only used half a gallon of milk on this. I think the tub was a little bit smaller. If you used a regular size tub, you might use a full gallon. I ended up buying 2 gallons, which I didn't need. So just as a note, when you're doing your own, you don't need that much milk. It just depends on how milky or translucent you want your water to be. On the gum. Now, this was a very interesting one because I'd recommend not actually using gum. And I don't think most photo shoots that have gum in them are gum. I found that most of them are like a pink balloon or a actual fake bubble because it works better because the models spend a lot of time chewing gum and blowing bubbles, and some models will not eat sugar at all. So using actual gum was not the best thing. If you are going to do a gum photo shoot, look for gum substitutes like a pink balloon that they can just hold on or hold in their mouth, or some kind of artificial balloon that is already a bubble, so to speak, and you can just hold it in their mouth. That would work much better. Other than that, the gum shoot was a lot of fun. It took a lot longer than expected just because they had to constantly be chewing gum and blowing bubbles, but otherwise the results were great. The next one was the Orbeez. Now this one was really difficult with me. It took me a couple of weeks to kind of figure out what I wanted to do with this shoe. When we first made them, I put them all in one bowl. Big bowl, but one bowl. And after about an hour, I had to transfer the 2 bowls, and by the end of it, I had 4 bowls of Orbeez because they kept expanding and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it took about a day to grow them all to size. We used a shallow box lid, and what I did was I traced the model's face on the backside and then cut the hole. Then I laid the box on her face so it covered like this, and then I poured Orbeez all around to get that top-down shot. And that went really good. However, on cleanup, you know, she takes her face up with a board on it to try and kind of transfer them over. Orbeez went everywhere, and they are super bouncy and just rolled everywhere, bounced everywhere. The cleanup was a disaster, but the photos turned out really good. It was a lot of fun shoot. Hope you like the results on those. The glitter shoot, totally fine. Just make sure you have someone that can do glitter. We got, I'll link it below, but we got this like makeup stuff that sticks glitter on. I looked all over Amazon for something like this, and this worked really good, and it came off no problem. So I recommend the type of glitter and the sticky stuff that I used to adhere it to the face. So again, I'll link everything I used in the description below this video. And finally, on the editing, I did a few things with the editing. Primarily, I did dodge and burn skin touch-up, which is a technique that I haven't taught on this channel, but I'm just learning it myself. I find it works really good. It's a little bit time consuming. I find it creates a really natural look over like the spot healing and the healing brush tool. I think it looks a little bit better. Then it's also easier to contour face and create more of the shape that you want. After that, I cleaned up any distractions, and then most of these I applied one of my presets from my preset packs, which again, I will link below. I offer 2 different preset packs. One is free and contains 3 amazing presets, and then also I sell a pack of 10, which is also incredible. I used a mix of all of them on these photos, but overall, these photos and the photo shoot went so good. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the behind the scenes. If you have any questions or I didn't explain something properly, feel free to comment below. Let me know which photo was your favorite from all of these different photo shoots. Hit the like button if you liked the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I do videos like this every Monday at 7 p.m. and I will see you guys next Monday. Have a good one.